talk about Philadelphia losing to Dallas. So we saw this script 2 years ago. Eagles got off to an unbelievable 10-1 start. Then it got real noisy. And then they circled the drain, and it went sideways in a hurry. So I'm seeing it again. Don't tell me everything's okay. I've been preaching this for 6 months. Something's not right. You keep telling me Nick Sirianni. They've got 2 elite wide receivers, a top 3 O-line, a superstar running back, and they lead the NFL in 3 and outs. Stop telling me everything's okay. Well, Nick Sirianni, his strength is managing a locker room. What is he, a babysitter? I mean, that's part of it, but you got to be more than that. Saquon Barkley, can somebody explain it? He looks like a number 2 back. I mean, last year we thought he was the second best back after Barry Sanders we'd ever seen. So if you're an offensive coach, and unquestionably the defense is the strength of your team, you have a stacked offensive roster, and yet are bottom 10 in offense, don't tell me everything's okay. And the other thing, you're like, hey, Nick Sirianni, he is great at managing the locker room. Then why was it Big Dom, their security guard, that had to facilitate the A.J. Brown, Jeffrey Lurie meeting? Isn't that the coach, not the security guard? I mean, Phil Jackson, for the record, he was great at managing egos too. So was Joe Torre. But, you know, Joe Torre could fill out the lineup card, and Phil Jackson and Tex Winter were the architects of the triangle offense, and Phil was a great in-game, late-game chess player. So, I mean, everybody just keeps telling me, well, they're a little uneven. Uneven? I mean, a couple of weeks ago, they led the NFL in punts. How?
Can we please cut through the disingenuous narratives? First and foremost, let's stop pretending that Big Dom is just some ordinary security detail, as if his role ends there. It's patently obvious he holds a far more significant position within the organization, a status he's maintained for years. Can we just be honest? He clearly acts as an extension of both the coaching staff and ownership, fulfilling a multitude of responsibilities for the franchise. The attempt to portray him as just some guy there for security and nothing more is frankly absurd. And can we please quit the charade that this Eagles roster is some impeccably stacked, elite unit? This offensive line has been performing poorly. They have been bad, and they are dealing with injuries. These are the identical justifications we all use for Justin Herbert. So, can we just stop here? Can we? This leads directly to the foundational problem: coaching. Focusing solely on this last game, where is this supposedly top-tier offensive line everyone wants to talk about? What are you even referring to? Jalen Hurts was pressured on 18 separate occasions. 18 times. We just watched Josh Allen get pressured 20 times and unanimously declared he had no time to throw, that he was running for his life, which is why he was sacked 8 times. Jalen Hurts was pressured 18 times. So I ask again, can we stop? Colin has a segment coming up that I haven't seen yet, titled something like Where Colin Was Right and Where Colin Was Wrong, which apparently includes a point about Jalen Hurts. I'm curious to see what he says, because Hurts played exceptionally in this game. He threw for over 300 yards, accounted for 3 touchdowns, and completed nearly 70% of his passes. He did everything humanly possible. The Eagles managed only 4 rushing first downs, and Jalen Hurts was responsible for 3 of them. This is unequivocally an offensive line and coaching failure. The desire to rewrite the story of the 2023 season is comical. The coaching was subpar, the roster was not great, the defense was terrible, and Hurts was playing through an injury. Why is there such a reluctance to state these plain facts? It's truly farcical. Now they lose a tight divisional game on the road against a Dallas Cowboys team that Colin himself labels as legitimate contenders. They fall by a field goal, and suddenly the Eagles are in a tailspin? Now we're doing victory laps about how Nick Sirianni is a bad coach and Jalen Hurts isn't good? It's utterly ridiculous. I expressed the same sentiment when the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Broncos. Losing a close road game to a top divisional rival is part of the sport. That's just football. Yet, we persist with this fantasy that the Eagles are a perfectly constructed, unstoppable force. Who has the superior receiving core right now, creating more separation? The Dallas Cowboys. Who has the better offensive line? The Dallas Cowboys. Who has the more effective running game? The Dallas Cowboys. But the narrative being forced is that Philadelphia has this flawless, loaded team that any quarterback could win with, because that's the story they want to tell. They can't even settle on a consistent angle. Last year, the team wasn't really that good, but when they won, suddenly they were stacked with the best O-line in 20 years, which isn't even statistically true. Now this year, the refrain is that the team is amazing and stacked, but it's just not working out. Is it Sirianni? Is it Hurts? Is Jalen Hurts the reason the offensive line can't block? Is he the reason the run game is ineffective? Is Jalen Hurts why A.J. Brown can't get open? The double standard is glaring. With the Detroit Lions, Colin repeatedly states they erred by hiring coordinators from within the organization. He ranted about this all offseason and again on his podcast. Yet, I have never once heard him level that same criticism at Kevin Patullo and the Philadelphia Eagles for doing the exact same thing. Not once. Why? The Lions roster is stacked, with Jahmyr Gibbs rushing for over 200 yards, Amon-Ra St. Brown producing, and Jared Goff, whom Colin called a kingmaker, who gets coaches hired, leading the offense. So, what is the actual conversation we're having here? You tell me. I'd love to understand how we keep labeling this an elite, top-tier offense and offensive line when they cannot establish a run and the line cannot protect the quarterback. It simply does not add up. When a team shows flashes of greatness but cannot sustain it, the focus inevitably turns to coaching. That is the unequivocal answer. The entire situation grows more baffling by the day. But those are my perspectives. I am genuinely eager to hear yours. What are your thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or not. Let's engage in some discussion, let's have some spirited debates, but ultimately, let's have fun. Please consider subscribing. We are building a fantastic community here, and I would love for you to be part of it. I want to create a space we all feel connected to and are excited to participate in. I believe we are well on our way. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it genuinely helps with visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.